My mother rang my doorbell for the first time in 9 years, holding a handwritten list of demands totaling $925,000. She didn't apologize. She didn't ask about her grandchildren. She said, "We need to talk about the family's future." What she didn't know was that I'd been keeping a list too, 9 years of returned cards, ignored calls, and cruelty, all filed in a navy blue binder in my desk drawer. She brought a list of what she wanted. I brought a list of what she did. If you're new here, like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Now let me take you back to the summer I turned 24. The summer my family decided I was no longer one of them. I grew up in Millfield, Ohio, population 2,000, one church, one diner. My father worked the lumber yard for 31 years. My mother ran the household and the church committee like a general. My younger sister Paige was everything I wasn't: loud, confident, adored. I was the quiet one who did the dishes and aced every test and never got a party for either. In our family, love was a budget, and Paige was always funded first. At 18, I got a full ride to Ohio State, the first archer to go to college. My mother packed my suitcase and slipped a card inside: "Come home soon." "You belong here." I kept that card for 15 years. It was the last kind thing she ever wrote me. Junior year, I met Marcus Ellison in statistics class. Calm, methodical, raised by a single mother, Cora, a retired school librarian who'd worked 2 jobs to get him through. He was biracial, and the first time my mother met him, she called him by the wrong name. The second time, she wouldn't look at him. My sister was the only one honest enough to warn me, "Mom is never going to be okay with this." When Marcus proposed at our kitchen table, I called home that night. The line went silent for 7 seconds. Then my mother said, "You need to think about what this means for this family." Not congratulations, a warning. 2 weeks later, a letter arrived on her cream stationery. "He is not one of us, Iris. He never will be. If you walk down that aisle, do not expect to walk back through our door." We married at the courthouse with 12 guests, all Marcus's side. His mother flew in with a garment bag and pinned a silk flower to my dress. "Welcome to the family, baby." No one from Millfield came. A week later, I mailed my parents our wedding photo. It came back 11 days later, stamped in red, "Return to sender." I opened a manila folder and wrote, "Item 1. That folder became a habit, then a system. Every birthday card, every Christmas card, came back the same way. My father sent exactly one text in 4 words: "Your mother needs time." That was the last I heard from him for years. My sister posted family photos captioned, "Sunday dinner with my people." I was never in them, never invited. I printed the screenshots, not to torture myself, but because some part of me needed proof that this was actually happening. Meanwhile, Marcus quit his stable job to build something from our garage: a compliance software platform for small businesses that couldn't afford legal teams. I came home from my analyst job every night and built the financial models beside him until midnight. Compliance Core launched 7 months later with 4 customers and a trial that crashed twice on day 1. That same year, I upgraded the manila folder into something permanent: a navy blue binder, tabbed by year, every item dated in red ink. I wasn't planning revenge. I was a financial analyst. We don't throw away documentation. When the twins, Liam and Sophie, were born, Cora flew in and stayed 2 weeks, cooking, rocking babies at 3 a.m., crocheting blankets, engraving bracelets with their birth dates. That was what a grandmother looked like. I'd sent my mother the ultrasounds, the birth announcements, the photos, all returned, 3 more items in the binder. Around that time, a mutual friend forwarded me a text my sister had sent someone: "Her children don't have real grandparents." That is what she chose. I sat with that message for 11 minutes while my daughter slept in my arms and my mother-in-law hummed in the kitchen. My children had a grandmother. Her name was Cora Ellison, and she never missed a birthday. By year 4, the binder held 19 items. I want to be clear, I didn't keep it out of spite. Most weeks I forgot it existed. But every time something arrived, I filed it: print, label, date, red pen. Marcus asked me once why. I told him the truth. Someday our kids might ask why they don't have grandparents on my side, and I wanted them to have facts, not versions. Compliance core grew. 11 employees, then 15, a real office in the Pearl District. I left my analyst job to become CFO, my name on the paperwork beside his for the first time. We bought a craftsman bungalow, then later a 4-bedroom colonial. Through it all, Ohio stayed silent, a fact of life like weather. My sister got married in a $500 veil at the same church where I was baptized. I learned about it from Instagram, 4 days late, in a photo where my parents stood beaming in the second row. I sent monogrammed napkins and a congratulations card anyway. It came back 3 weeks later, unopened, the tape untouched. Item 17. Then year 7 changed everything. Compliance Core closed a $12 million Series B. Marcus and I still held 22% of a company suddenly valued at $68 million. TechCrunch ran a small piece. Nothing major, except someone in Millfield read it. A friend from high school texted me, "Your mom asked about your husband's company at church. She wanted to know what Series B meant. My mother hadn't said my name in 7 years." She didn't know what a Series B was, but she wanted to. The math had changed, and Diane Archer was paying attention. That year I sent what I assumed would be my last birthday card, with a photo of the twins tucked inside, missing teeth, face paint, grinning. On the back I wrote, "They ask about you sometimes. I tell them you live far away." It came back in 9 days instead of 11. But this time the envelope had been opened, the flap creased, resealed with a strip of clear tape. Someone had taken the photo out, looked at it, and put it back carefully before sending it away again. I sat at my kitchen table turning that envelope over in my hands for a long time, because for the first time in 7 years, I knew someone in that house had actually looked. That's where her doorstep visit picks up 2 weeks ago, the beige cardigan, the suitcase, the list with a dollar sign on every line, total $925,000, and not one word of apology. She brought a list of what she wanted from me. She had no idea I'd spent 9 years building the list of exactly what she'd never get.